Am I the asshole for telling my 18-year-old cousin I don't want her or her family at my wedding and this shouldn't come as a big surprise to her? My cousin Allie, 18F, is my Aunt Laura's daughter. Sadly, Laura died when Allie was only 5 months old after a sudden asthma attack. I was very close to Aunt Laura. She helped my parents out a lot when I was born and my mom was going through cancer treatments. When my mom returned to work she continued to help and until her death I was at her house every day after school. I'm 25 by the way. Laura's husband Joe, Allie's dad, remarried when Allie was 2. I remember my family being so happy for Joe and Allie and knew Laura would be glad they had someone else to love them. Things soured when Allie was about 5 and she started telling us that her mom and dad said Laura was no mother to her and her mom was a more real mom. She also said that her mom had done way more for her than Laura ever had and it was a disgrace to credit Laura for being her mother. Some of the stuff she said was not that of a kid her age, but she would also say that her parents said Laura wasn't her real mom and stuff of that nature. It crushed our family because everyone had supported Joe and his second wife. She ended up adopting Allie when she was 4 and it seems like it wasn't long after that when they started making Laura seem completely unimportant to the point where Allie would say Laura meant nothing to her. She hated that we loved Laura and her mom was better so we should swap Laura for her. The bad blood ran deep and courts were involved so we could still see Allie. We did not welcome her family though. Allie would always speak so rudely regarding Laura. She told different family members to take down photos of Laura and put up family photos instead. She told us we were cruel to her mom for making it seem like Laura was more of her mommy than her. As a teen she got worse and she told me once that I was so weird for talking about Laura like she was still here or like she wasn't years gone. Allie knew Laura had been such a huge part of my life. She yelled at my younger brother, 15, for saying once that I would name my baby Laura if I had a daughter. This was only last year and my brother was 14 at the time. I decided when talking to my fiancé that I did not want to invite Allie for her to shit all over Laura at my wedding. A photo of Laura will be included in the wedding alongside my fiancé's brother and grandparents who passed away a few years ago. I knew she would. She would also demand I invite her parents and siblings. Allie confronted me over the lack of invite. She said she's either family or she isn't and I'm being a dick. I told her I don't want her there and it should come as no surprise since she thinks I'm weird for loving my aunt who practically helped raise me when I was little and since she hates my aunt so much that she wants no traces of her. I told her there will be more than traces at my wedding and since she feels so offended by that I'm saving us all the heartache of listening to her. She called me a bitch and said I hate her for loving her real mom. Am I the asshole?